Quack, 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 quack. No!
What is up, people? My name is Shoquafina, and I am your coach of the mighty Psyducks of Anaheim here in the very first week of the SUCC Pokemon Draft Battle League. And I am so excited to bring you guys Week 1, our team builder, as we build to go up against Shattered Simisear and his team, the Toronto Staraptors. Now, if you guys are excited as I am, please leave a like down below, as well as subscribe to me here on YouTube and follow me on Twitter to be notified when future battles and team builders are uploaded. Now we're just going to get right into this. He has a very scary team right off the bat. His very first pick, because I believe he was he was the very first pick overall in the draft, and he decided to go with the best Mega in this format, arguably the best Mega in this format, Mega Lopunny. This thing is very scary. Anyone who has played Draft League, competitive Draft League Pokemon before knows that Mega Lopunny is a huge threat. Of course, there's not one Pokemon in the entire game that resists both stabs, that being fighting and normal type, and not even Ghosts can do anything about it because he has this. Because Mega Lopunny has the Scrappy ability, which means he can hit Ghosts with normal and fighting type attacks. So, very threatening Pokemon. Gets great coverage moves like things like Ice Punch, and can go with Power Up Punch, and Fake Out is really scary with this thing since it's stab. And yeah, it's such a good Pokemon. And next he has Thunderstarian, which is arguably the best electric type in the game. So not only does he have probably one of the best Megas, but he has one of the best electric types as well, which is great for him because it means he can Volt Switch around and do a lot of very scary things with good coverage as well. Of course, things like Focus Blast and any hidden power he wants, really, because this thing hits like a truck, especially if it's Specs, and its base speed is over 100, which means it's going to be outspeeding my Manaphy and just ruining my day with that. Up next, he has Hydreigon. I'm just going to run down these things because there's too many threats to go into detail about. But he has Hydreigon, Donphan, Amoonguss. He's got the Vaporeon, which is a great water type. Water Absorb, obviously. It's going to really hinder my Scalding and Surfing capabilities with my Empoleon and my Manaphy. He has Gardevoir. He has Kabutops, which I'm not too worried about. Aqua Jet Banded might be a problem, though. He's got the Simisear, the Uxie, and the Escavalier as well. So that's what we're dealing with this week. Very good team. Very, very good team. And, guys, I'm actually kind of afraid, but I think we're bringing the right team to actually do something this week. We're bringing a lot of offense, I'm not going to lie. And we're going to start out with our very first Pokemon this week, and that is our Azelf Aladdin here. Nasty Plot, Energy Ball, Flamethrower, Dazzling Gleam. He's got the Dazzling Gleam there, obviously, to hit the Hydreigon, because Hydreigon might come in on me since I am a Psychic type and weak to Dark. Of course, Nasty Plot is there. I can set up on something. Let's say his Mega Lopunny is kind of low. He doesn't want to risk me being Scarf and outspeeding it and just ruining his day. So he switches out. I get a Nasty Plot up. I'm not running Psychic type stab on this because I didn't feel like it was necessary. After a Nasty Plot, Flamethrower did enough to the Amoonguss where Psychic or Psyshock wouldn't have mattered. And same thing with the Lopunny with Dazzling Gleam. Energy Ball, of course, is there for the Donphan and the Vaporeon. Excuse me. Basically, if I get a Nasty Plot up, I have a very good potential to sweep, especially since I'm Life Orb and Timid. Max Speed Timid to make sure I outspeed everything on his team. Special Attack, Max Special Attack, and Max Special Defense as well. Sorry about that little cut there. I've just been feeling a little bit under the weather lately. That's why I haven't uploaded in a while. My throat was kind of bothering me, so I had to go grab some water. Hopefully that doesn't happen again for the rest of the video. But yeah, that's our Aladdin here. You can see our EV spread there. Timid Nature, obviously. I'm trying to outspeed as many things as I can. And Max Special Attack as well. So that is our Aladdin. Moving on to our next Pokemon, which is our Mega Venusaur. Now, I'm not running a defensive Mega Venusaur. As a matter of fact, I'm running the same exact spread as Azelf. Timid Nature, Max Speed, Max Special Attack, because I feel like my team is bulky enough and defensive enough where I can run an offensive Mega Venusaur, which I think is a huge asset to have, because that means that I don't have to bring the same thing every week. I can bring something that can absolutely demolish my opponent, because Mega Venusaur's special attack stat is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. But as you can see, we're running dual stab here with the Sludge Bomb and the Giga Drain. I'm going to just ruin things' lives, basically. Nothing really wants to switch into this if I predict the switch in and get the proper move. There's not really one thing on this team that wants to do it. Especially since I have HP Fire here for the Escavalier as well. I catch that thing on a switch in, it's just going to go down. That's as simple as that. Unless it's Assault Vest or unusually bulky for some reason, it's not going to really want to take an HP Fire. Also, I have Synthesis there. I feel like that's better than Leech Seed this week just because I'm not as bulky as I otherwise would be if I ran a defensive set. So I just want to make sure I can get as much health back as I can when I need it. And that is our Venusaur this week. I know I'm running 2 max special attack, max speed Pokemon, but I feel like it's going to pay off because he might expect us to be defensive, and he might switch in things to this that otherwise would be able to take an attack and not expect to just get straight up knocked out by it. So that's my hope, at least. And Timid Nature here, just to make sure I can at least speed tie with that Gardevoir, because Mega Venusaur and Gardevoir before Mega Evolution do have the same speed. They're base 80, so if he does not bring max speed Timid Gardevoir, or even if he does, this gives us a chance. Excuse me, I'm stuttering. This is crazy. Gives us the chance to speed tie and hit the Sludge Bomb before it can hit us with a Psyshock or a Psychic. Which, if it comes down to that, then it comes down to that. I mean, I'll obviously be able to scout and see how fast it is before I determine that, because I don't want to risk my Mega Venusaur just out of the whim like that. But if it comes down to that, then I will know, okay, hey, I outspeed, or okay, this is a speed tie. Maybe I should weigh my other options first. So that's going to be something I have to scout, but I feel like it's going to be absolutely worth it. And our next Pokemon here, we have our Manaphy. Yep, another max special attack Pokemon. This one's more defensive, though. Well, it's not max special attack, excuse me. It is another special attacking Pokemon, but Tail Glow, Scald, Ice Beam, and Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is there for the Uxie because it's annoying. I really don't have many other things to deal with it because it is really bulky. So I feel like if I can max out, if I get 2 Tail Glows up and go for a Shadow Ball, it's going to do a lot of damage to that Uxie. It's not going to want to stay in on me, and that way it can't, you know, set up a bunch of hazards or you know, heal, like, well, I guess it could Healing Wish because it could probably take 2 at +6, but it can't really go and mess up my day, because otherwise that Uxie is going to try and mess up my day, and it's going to be really annoying. So we're max special defense, max HP, with the rest in speed, just to make sure I can outspeed any base 100s on this team. And we are Calm Nature, so we're going to be taking special hits for days. This is my defensive wall. Sorry for the other cut. I'm just all this talking, I'm not used to it, because I've had a sore throat for about a week and a half now. So if there are any random cuts throughout this video, I'm just not going to address them anymore. Just go ahead and assume it's because I had to take a drink or because I was coughing because I'm sick. But yeah, anyway, where was I? Yes, we have Tail Glow, Scald, Ice Beam, and Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is there for the Uxie. Scald is there just because I want to burn things if I haven't had a chance to get a Tail Glow up. Since I'm not max special attack or even modest nature, then I'm not going to be doing too much with a Surf anyway, so I feel like the chance to burn things with a Scald would be a bit better. Ice Beam's there for the Hydreigon, and yeah, that's our Manaphy. I'm really interested to know how this works, because I honestly never really used Manaphy before, so I'm kind of just going to go with this and see, like, if I need to tweak it later. Obviously, I'm not going to be running max special defense, max HP Manaphy every week, but yeah, we're just going to see how this goes, and hopefully it works out for us. Up next is our Dragonite. Dragon Tails is here. Agility, Extreme Speed, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, with the Weakness Policy and the Adamant Nature. So we are bringing some heat with this Dragonite. Basically, my idea... excuse me, wow. My idea is, since I am basically max HP, you know, I took 4 points off, so I'd have an odd number, so I can switch on Stealth Rocks 1 extra time if I need to. I can come in... Hopefully I'm still at full health and he hasn't had Stealth Rocks up at that point. That way my multi-scale is intact. I can go for the agility on his Mega Lopunny as he goes for an Ice Punch. Therefore, I can live the Ice Punch, get my Weakness Policy boost, go +2 attack, and then go +2 speed as well with the agility, and then just start wrecking shop. at that point, extreme speed OHKOs things. Since I'm adamant nature as well, max attack. I'm just going to be destroying things. Earthquake is phenomenal here. Dragon Claw, of course, great stab. He doesn't really have too much that wants to resist Dragon other than the Gardevoir, obviously, and the Escavalier. Gardevoir is not going to want to take an EQ at +2. The Escavalier is not going to want to take an EQ at +2. This Dragonite is going to put in the work. If it gets less than 2 kills this week, I will be absolutely surprised. Unless something weird happens where I switch in on Stealth Rocks and get bopped or something like that. So I'm really hoping this weakness policy agility pays off. I've been using it on the ladder, like maybe the past couple months before actually getting into this league, before this league was even a thing. I just really liked agility, weakness policy, multi-scale. I think that's really fun shenanigans to go with, and let's see if it pays off. I really hope it does. Our fifth mon on the team here is Crappy Feet, our Empoleon. Not a big fan of Empoleon. I know it's a good Pokemon. I just don't like it for whatever reason. But it works really well with the team, so I had to pick it up. Of course, I already had Gliscor, so I'm like, I need to go with Empoleon. I have to have that core. It's just such a good core. But yes, Crappy Feet is here. I'm going to make fun of Empoleon quite a lot because he needs to earn his keep. I do not like Empoleon. Stealth Rock, Defog, Scald, and Roar. I feel like Roar is really good in case he decides to start setting up with something. Like the Uxie, if it starts wanting to set up Calm Minds, get it out of here. I don't want to deal with it. Of course, Stealth Rock and Defog speak for themselves, and Scald is just the best move I have to attack with on Empoleon. This being said, I cannot touch the Amoonguss. I can also not touch the Vaporeon, but I really couldn't touch those before anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. If I can get a Scald Burn on the Amoonguss, that's going to be great since I can't poison it, because obviously it's a poison type. And I can just roar the Vaporeon out into something else if I need to. That way I can just start racking up Stealth Rock damage on things. We are max defense, max HP, bold nature. So we have our max special defense, water type, and we have our max physical defense, water type. In hindsight, this probably isn't the best idea. But you know what? I'm going for it because I just don't care. So our last Pokemon on the team is going to be our Hitmonlee. Bruce Lee is here with the Fake Out, Close Combat, the Stone Edge, and the Poison Jab. This is actually a very, very good set for his team. The only couple of things that want to take hits from this would be things like the Donphan. I really can't do much to. I mean, Close Combat does a good amount, but if he's defensive and really, really bulky, it's not going to do too much. Of course, with the Fake Out, I have the normal gem. I am Unburden. I am going to outspeed everything on his team after the Unburden. And hopefully his Mega Lopunny, I couldn't find the word for it. I almost said Hitmonlee. Hopefully his Mega Lopunny doesn't have quick attack or anything where it can just outspeed me anyway. Because this is going to be a great answer for it. I can come in, I can just Fake Out, and I can Revenge Kill it with Close Combat. Or I can hit something really, really hard with Close Combat when it comes in. But again, Donphan is going to be a big problem for this, and Amoonguss is going to be a bit of an issue as well, because Poison Jab is probably my best move to hit that with, and doesn't really do a whole lot. But I am adamant, max attack, max speed as well, just so I can outspeed any Scarfs or anything like that. But yeah, that's the team. Hopefully it goes pretty well. Amoonguss is going to be a big problem for me, as well as the Uxie. I can already tell by looking at this, but I think I can play around them because they're not too big of threats, in my opinion. It was down between Hitmonlee and bringing Zoroark. And Zoroark would be able to handle both of those mons because he gets fire coverage as well, as of course being a dark type for Uxie. But I just like the potential sweep here with the Hitmonlee at the end after I weaken everything enough. And I know I'm bringing a lot of offense this week. 3 setup sweepers, to be exact. One of them being supposed to be my special defensive wall. But we're going to see how it goes. I want to put on a lot of pressure, and I want him to make some plays that might put him in a bad spot. I've played against Simi 2 other times. We are 2-0 against him, and the last time we faced him, I 6-0'd him. So I know he's going to try to make some predictions and get ahead early. So I'm just hoping that some of the plays I can make will kind of throw him off. He won't be expecting like max special defense Manaphy. He won't be expecting max special attack Venusaur. And I'm just really hoping that that kind of pans out for me. But that's our team this week, guys. I know it's kind of weird, and it doesn't look like it's going to work on the surface, but I really think this is going to get the job done for us. But if there's anything you'd like to see kind of changed, or maybe another Pokemon that you'd like to see us pick up if possible, please leave a like down below, as well as a comment down below saying what you'd like. Also, of course, follow me on various social media accounts, all that stuff. I need to get out of here and blow my nose because I'm still sick. Thank you guys for watching. Check out the battle coming out tomorrow. My name's Shoquafina, and I'm out.